So TOOLANT has just sent me a couple pair of mechanic gloves. Now these are called the Aero Series gloves. And this is the Aero Series General, and this is the Aero Series Pro. And they really are two different gloves. This pair of gloves right here is a very thin pair of gloves, which I think would be really good for working on your car and doing some just general mechanic work with these. These are a little bit thicker. They got a really good pad in the palm. But I don't think that these would be as good when working on your vehicle. These I think would be better for working in your garden, doing some outdoor work, working with wood. I'm going to show you how I use both of these. But before I do, a couple of other things I want to point out here is that you do have the fingertips here that are touchscreen ready, so you can have your phone out here. And if you're needing to look up maybe a YouTube video, or if you're needing to look up some suggestions on how to change a part, then you can use your phone to do that without having to take your gloves off. These do have a smaller pad in them, and they also have a really good grip to them, so I like that. Now, they are true to size. I went with a size large, and I just went based on their sizing chart. I'm going to pull our dipstick. Now, what this is going to do is it's just going to keep your hands clean, you know, so that you don't get all the oils on them, and especially if you are out traveling or whatever, you don't want to, and you're stopping at the gas station to fill up, you don't want to get oil all over the place and all over your hands and then take that back into the vehicle. So these gloves are going to be really handy for that. It's going to be really nice to have these gloves when you're changing out your battery, or when you're adding your radiator fluid or anything like that. So really nice to have, easy to work with. You got that pull strap right there, and then they're just going to slip right off. So I get a lot of cuts on my hands from working outdoors because I don't typically use gloves, but this is a pair of gloves that I think I would use. Now they are going to fit just as good as the others. These are the Aero Pro. They are a mechanic's glove, but I think that I would use them in other areas. These do have the strap so that you can get them real tight on the wrist, and it's going to give you a pretty good grip when you're working with your wood or with your lawn tools or other things of that nature. So the general mechanic gloves, they're not just for mechanics, and they're not just for the outdoors work. They would make a really good riding glove as well. They're a thin glove. They got the pad on here. They're going to give you a good grip on your handlebars, and it's going to keep you safe. And so, you know, if you're looking for a good pair of mechanic gloves, a good pair of work gloves, outdoor gloves, multi-purpose gloves, these are the Aero series. You got the General and you got the Pro. I definitely recommend both of them.